Well, Adam, Harbour Town this weekend away. Your first away game of the season. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, looking forward to us getting back out there. To be honest, obviously we were all a little bit disappointed with the result last weekend. Probably more so with the performance in the first half, really, and just how we allowed that moment of conceding such a disappointing goal to affect the other 35 minutes of the first half, really. But I thought that second half we played much better, and we played with a lot more intent and purpose, and we looked a lot more like what I want us to look like. On another day, I think we could have won that game. So yeah, just Harbour's the next game, and we're going down there to try and win. But we know it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, you say difficult. It's their first home game at this level, so you would have thought that their fans in the club would be really up for it.
Oh yeah, and look, and rightly so. I mean, fantastic achievement winning any league. There were some clubs in that division last year that were paying out quite a lot of money, and they're obviously one of them. So they're a good team. They got promoted quite comfortably in the end, and they've got lots of experience in there. And as you say, with it being their first home game at this level, I think it's going to have another kind of opening day feel about it, really. And that's something that we've obviously now experienced last week, and I've got to contend with at the weekend. We know exactly what they're going to be, and how they're going to go about it, and the players will be well versed on what to expect. And it's up to us to go down there and have calm heads and try and perform.
Yeah, they've got some experience there, haven't they? And they've got some firepower, haven't they? People like Danny Newton there, and Britta Sumbalonga if he comes through with his injuries from last week.
Yeah, look, they've got a strong group. They've got a good team. Right through the team, they've got good experience, got size, they've got legs. They've got players who've done particularly well at this level before, lads who've done well higher up the pyramid, and lads who've done really well below the level. So they're a good outfit, and as I've said many times, no game is going to be straightforward. This is going to be a really difficult game and test for us, but one I'm looking forward to seeing how we equip ourselves.
Looking at your own squad, how's people like Joe Garner, Taylor O'Kane, how are they looking? I know Lewis Lee's probably out for a while, but the others, how are they in contention?
Yeah, in contention. They're getting better every day. Might be a little bit too soon for one or two of them, but they're progressing quite nicely, and hopefully, if not for the weekend, we'll have them back available. If not for the South Shields game, but for the game after that.
And Ruben Curley and Jake Kane, their first full week of training with you this week.
Yeah, well, look, Ruben's he's not trained yet because he got smashed on his ankle. It was a shocking tackle, really, on Saturday, and unfortunately his ankle's ballooned up, so he wasn't able to train on Monday. We kept him off grass on Tuesday as well, and he'll train today. So yeah, it'd be good to have him out there. And Jake's obviously had Monday, Tuesday in with us, and he'll be back out there again today. And already we've seen what talent and quality he's got. And I think the more that he gets used to what we want, and as he settles in, we know we've got another top player to choose from.
Any thoughts of changing anything for the weekend?
If I did, I won't tell you.
Well, you will be hoping for. He's a good away follower, isn't there? And he had a great home crowd last week.
Yeah, look, I thought the crowd last week was tremendous. 2,600 there, and thought the atmosphere before the game, the start of the game was second to none, really. And I felt second half they got right behind the team. There was just that lull in the middle of the afternoon, really, which probably coincided with us conceding the goal. And I think it felt like when that goal went in, it was like, here we go again type moment. But as I said to the players at half time, and again, through the week, we ain't going to allow that to happen on our watch. There's going to be times where we're going to concede goals, but it's about how you react to that, and that's not just the team, that's probably the crowd as well, because I think the energy that they brought to the team at the start of the game, and then the energy they gave to the team in that second half, I think we can be a really powerful portion, really. The bit in between is what we need less of. But I fully understand that they've had a lot of suffering in recent years, and unfortunately, it's probably been the norm to see the team, have some bad performances and displays and results at home. So, it's up to us ultimately to give them that belief that it's not going to be another season like they've had in recent years. And maybe, a takeaway for them is that, in their moments of need, they really get behind that group, because I genuinely believe in this team that we've built.
There's some good characters in it, haven't you?
Yeah, we have, and that's an essential part of any good team. You need characters, personalities. That's what football's about. You don't just want a load of dull Dannies, do you? You want people with a bit of character and personality, and I feel like we've got that. And not only have we got it, I feel like them characters are coming out more and more the longer that we spend together. Them relationships are just getting better, the understanding's getting better, and as results start to come, then the confidence will start to grow as well, and hopefully then we can get a little bit of momentum, and let's see where that takes us.
I have this saying that I've bored people with over the years in commentary, that there's more to being a good footballer than being a good footballer. And that seems to be the case.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, football's not just about the ball, really. It's about many, many ingredients, and you've got to have character, and you've got to have personality, you've got to have resilience. Every individual's got to bring something a little bit unique to not just the team, but to the group. And we've obviously built a whole new team here, and as I've said many a time, it's not just going to click overnight. Just because we've assembled a good group doesn't mean that we're just going to click our fingers and we're going to, everything's going to happen instantly. That's not going to be the case. We will get better as the season goes along. I've absolutely no doubt about that. And I'm looking forward to seeing it.